Let's talk about AFCON now, not Chan again. Let's talk about AFCON, the main one. Games played today. The Mali are up one goal. Up.
Sambu Yatabari, 71st minute goal of an assist by the ageless peerless Seydou Keita.
All right, so that's what it looks like.
They are turning the Indomitable Lions into the Pussycats right now.
Indomitable Cats, according to Mama Dugue. But gentlemen, for me, I've got all my predictions wrong in this tournament. I've not gotten one prediction right. I predicted today that the Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire and Indomitable Lions were going to win their games convincingly, and I've been so disappointed. Yesterday, I was looking for a surprise from South Africa. It didn't happen. I was also expecting Ghana to take out Senegal. It didn't happen. What's going on?
This last time we had a new winner, where Equatorial Guinea and Gabon co-hosted. We saw a new winner. This time we are likely to see a new winner.
It just goes back to what I've been saying about how African football has continued to grow. A lot of these teams have access to better funding. A lot of their players are moving abroad. They have money to pay better coaches as well. So they are making greater investments in youth as well. So
yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. The action goes back to Group A.
Well, Equatorial Guinea, they see smarting, they see reeling from that 1-1 draw against Congo. They've taken on Burkina Faso, who lost 2-0. So it's a winner take all. If they don't win, there's a big-ish trouble. I hope the fans will want to back Equatorial Guinea because they need the fans, and the other countries need the fans too. Gabon, who had their first, who won their first game, what they need in this game is just a draw. That puts them in a better position to qualify because but Congo needs to get back into reckoning. They need to beat Gabon, but it's looking evenly poised here.
So all the teams in this group.
No, Gabon won.
Gabon won their game.
If they draw, they go on 4 points.
But their last game is against Equatorial Guinea.
That's why I say they draw, they go on 4 points.
It's because they have their back against the wall.
But the danger is if Equatorial Guinea and Burkina Faso plays a draw and Gabon draws 2, that puts them in a better position because their last game they look good.
All right, so those are the fixtures for tomorrow. Action shifts back to Group A, Equatorial Guinea against Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso losing finalists last time out, in danger of crashing out if they don't get a result in that game. And of course, Gabon against Congo looks like another good game as well. Let me read a few comments on Twitter before I allow you to go, Dumnodi, because Yemi Adebayo is waiting to join us on Sports Tonight. Wale Mustafa, I think, is the PRO of a Pro League club, Kogi United.
National League Club,
Kogi United. He says, do you guys know that players don't join clubs fully now? It's a trend. He says it's a trend now. Hold on. He says it's a trend. What they do now is they go on loan. Clubs don't own players anymore. Third-party ownership looks like it's...
That's what some of the agents do. They will tell you, don't sign for this club.
Don't sign more than a year.
Don't sign more than a year. Some of them will tell you, don't play for Premier League clubs. Don't play for clubs in Nigeria. Play for academy. Because some of them, if you see some of them, come to against you, you see some of them, they'll tell you, which club are you? I don't have any club. Yeah. You don't want to play for club in the Premier League.
Now.
It's a trend. You know why?
And I think it's an investment on our clubs.
No. It's a huge investment on our club. But the fact is that the way the system is being, they took advantage of the lapses in our system to do some of these things.
That's exactly what we're saying.
How did they get the ITC? That's a big question. So I think some of this.
Once you are not a member of a club, your ITC goes through the amateur. That club that owns you, or the academy that owns you. But I think that's the point. And I think Joy Forever 74 on Twitter also says, as I guess it's high time the clubs and the NFF have procedures for players transfer. If it is properly handled, it could be a money spinner. South America, the amount of money that they get from player loan can run their league successfully. Why not Nigeria? That's the question. Joe Ejiofor says, I'm happy for Salami. I pray becomes an instant hit in Red Star Belgrade. He has the quality, really. He has the quality, and
he has to keep calm because there's
17 goals last season. I mean, in a very tough league. The winner, the two top scorers scored 21 and 20 goals respectively. He's not a bad player. He has the skill, he has the pace, he has the ability. I just hope that with access to better facilities, better coaching, he can live up to the talent we know that.
And with the right frame of mind, because
Serbia
is highly racial.
It is. Yes. It is. He has to really get ready to fight on and off the pitch, and then focus on his football as well. Thank you very much, Dumnodi, for your time on the show. Tomorrow, what focus on Super 6?
Okay, Super 6
star players.
Yes.
Which other club are you talking about tomorrow?
We'll go to Bauchi.
Wiki. Yes. Wiki Torres of Bauchi. Okay, so tomorrow focus will be on Wiki Torres of Bauchi, and of course we'll begin our countdown to the Glow Super 6. What kind of players should we watch out for in all the teams that will be playing. But before we go, Olympic team, they are going to Tunisia, confirmed.
Yes.
So they are sending another team. They are sending
21 players.
They are going to Tunisia with 21 players.
Yeah.
So which team will be playing in the Super 6?
Another
team.
Yes. I spoke to Timmy Ebekaburu middle
It was on the show as well.
Yeah,
he said they are breaking the team
into two. 21 players will be going to Tunisia. 25 will compete in the
Super 6.
It just goes to show you.
If you are on the coaching crew of the Dream Team, which one will you want?
I think I'll stay in the Super 6.
You not go to Tunisia?
The reason why, because within the Super 6, there's a possibility that you might still find players who might improve your team. And the bottom line is to get a good team for Nigeria.
And you will get players from these other teams that can bring quality.
But my problem with the Super 6 is that if players who play for Warriors are in the Super 6...
You play for the national team.
You play for the national team.
Yeah, let them manage, let them know how to play without
But the beauty of it, for those of them who will be playing in the Super 6, they may even get better clubs.
All right, that's it. Let's see. Tomorrow, Plumnadu will be giving us a build-up to the Super 6, and they'll be talking about Wiki Tourist about you. Let's take you to Australia now. I was almost not saying Asia, but Australia are part of Asia. Bring you highlights of the Asian Cup, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight. All right, that's it. Some highlights from Asian Cup. Well, Yemi Adebari has joined us now for the remaining part of the tournament. That's Sports Tonight tournament anyway. Tournament mentality. All right, but Yemi, good to have you on.
Thank you very much.
Let's just quickly wrap up the show. Australia Open. Let's talk Australia Open very quickly. No big surprises today.
No surprises, but you have some indications of what might likely going to happen. You know, first round matches played because of the time difference. Second round matches would also be played later in the day, 1 a.m. But the top guys progressed. But like I said, Kei Nishikori moved on, Milos Raonic, Stanley Wawrinka, John Isner, Novak Djokovic. But two guys I'm really, beaming the spotlight on, David Ferrer and Gael Monfils. Even the first round, David Ferrer played 4 sets, and Gael Monfils struggled through, played 5 sets. So those two guys might not go far. We've always talked about the men always being dominant. We don't really have too much of surprises in the men's circuit. So that's just it. And some people are already saying it might be good for Novak to win this one. Not the tough guy is not really in his draw. So maybe because in the other half of the draw you have Nadal, Murray, and Roger Federer.
A lot more difficult.
And for the ladies.
What about the women? Let's talk about the women.
Yeah, all the usual. So apart from Hannah Ivanovic, that Samantha Stosur, Victoria Azarenka, Caroline Wozniacki, Petra Kvitova, Vera Svonareva, Venus. Yeah, all the usual suspects.
But was such a commanding performance from Serena today.
Yes, I mean
the sign of the fact that she'll power through again.
You would always expect that in the first round, especially when you're playing against less known opponents. You expect this kind of margins, but when you begin to get the second round, third round, then you begin to meet your peers. Even though you might argue that Serena is peerless in ladies tennis, but then you begin to meet opponents who are capable of giving you a good game, and some might even knock you out.
But the surprise is that Venus is still in the tournament. Because she's used to crashing out in the first round these days.
Yeah, she's the former Grand Slam winner. She defeated Mariam Flores of Spain. She showed particular dexterity in that game. A lot of people because she's prone to losing to wild cards and unseeded players as well. But she really gave a good account of herself. Nobody is expecting her to go far. But if she stays in it, Williams is still in the draw. Who knows?
Okay, let's come home now. As we wrap up the show tonight, let's talk golf. Well, golf in Nigeria, and this is an interesting story because it's about the admission of some players into the pro cadre. Yemi, what's the story?
Yeah, 22 of them.
22?
Yeah. Absorbed into the elite class. 93 of them came. 22 were selected. The 93 applicants were the Kaduna Golf Club, and after rigorous exercises, training, and 22 of them were selected. And you have some names, followers of golf like Ayuba Izang, a multiple medal winner in the National Sports Festival, was one of the guys selected. James Okoromi from Benin also, and some of the others. 22 of them were picked.
All right, so that's some encouraging news coming through for golf. Professional players coming through, and let's see what impact these ones will make for the game. Time for us to wrap it up on Sports Tonight. Let me read this tweet, my final tweet, before I come to you, Tunde, to find out updates around the games currently going on. If Liverpool have considered more goals or they've equalized, you'll tell us in a minute. Owo Shagba at Phil Lasson says,